We're back. We're the zoologists.
We're not the zoologists.
We are the zoologists.
We're big fans, though.
This is Zoologist Perfumes Moth, recently launched. Dalya and I are going to break it down for you and review it. You're also going to have a chance at winning an 11 ml bottle of Moth worldwide. Look at how beautiful the color of that juice is. Stick around. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian. This is Dalya. This is our third Zoologist Perfumes review. We reviewed camel.
We did.
We reviewed elephant.
We did.
Then after that, between that and this, I shot a video with Victor Wong in Essence.
You did.
And now, Zoologist Perfumes Moth. Launched in 2018, it's Extrait de Parfum. The perfume was created by Tomoo Inaba.
Good name.
I met him at Essence. He also created Nightingale for Zoologist Perfumes. They're totally different scents.
Totally different.
So top notes here, we got black pepper, cinnamon, clove, cumin, lemon, nutmeg, and saffron. In the hard notes you have heliotrope, iris, jasmine, mimosa, muguet, and rose.
Muguet is the lily of the valley, right?
Lily of the valley, yeah. Is
Right.
it muguet or muguet?
It's French, and I think they always do that when there's a G next to a
Maybe
U.
it's muguet.
Yeah.
Puget.
Just to be
Piguet.
exactly. So
Well, that's a G.
Muguet. Muguet?
Muguet. I always thought it was muguet.
Did you?
That's what I thought.
That's not what you said.
I said muguet.
Did you?
You said muguet.
Oh my god. Moving on. Base notes.
Base notes, we have ambergris, honey, resins, Guaiac wood, musk, Nagarmotha, oud, patchouli, smoke, and vetiver. So you've got a big concoction of notes here. Huge. Very, very complex notes. And the fragrance smells very complex as well. Starting off with the first spray of Moth, it's a who's who of the spice cabinet. It's everything thrown in together. And I pick out all the notes. I do pick out the black pepper.
The most.
Cinnamon's there, the clove is there, and of course the cumin's there.
I get the black pepper, and I get maybe a lemon rind. That part of the lemon. It's not a sweet. It's not a. Even though there is lemon, it's more of the pith of the lemon.
I could see that, but there is something citrusy there. And then there's also that nutmeg and saffron. I think all these notes have created this gorgeous color. I mean, I think that's what it is because there's so many spices in it.
I think the color is actually more to indicate the moth being sort of this gothic sort of night creature typically. I mean, I think moths are more like butterflies are daytime, moths are nighttime. There are exceptions, of course, but I think that the juice is that color because it's an insect
Gothic.
of the night.
Okay.
But
That's a good word, though.
Their
Gothic
whole
is-
aesthetic is pretty kind of goth, or steampunk or something, which is totally cool.
You mean the zoologist aesthetic? Okay.
Not listed, but there is almost a like a vinyl quality in the opening, which, depending on what you consider gothic or steampunk, kind of fits as well. There's something, and it's nothing listed that would make me point to that and say that's the ingredient. For me wearing this, it was two sections. There was the first half and the second half, sort of like almost like there should have been an intermission between it. And the first half had the black pepper, for sure, maybe some iris, and that vinyl quality. And then it transitioned into this sort of more powdery floral. I got rose, and maybe some musk, maybe some patchouli, but more of like a classic mix. And it was such an interesting scent story for me. How does it wear on
Well, to
you?
me, it's a big blast. It is a pretty loud, it's almost screechy blast at the top. It's all the spices. It's big. It's bold. It's beast mode.
It's big.
It's almost a contrast to me because I find moths to be small and fragile insects.
You know
But
what, though?
this is the
Fair
opposite.
Enough. Fair enough. If you've ever had if you've been sitting outside and a moth flies past you, it's honestly like in Top Gun where Tom Cruise buzzes the tower. Like, moths are so big sounding when they get close. So
When I was in the Middle East, we had moths. In fact, when I was a little kid, I was freaked out because one time we lived in this high rise. This giant moth, this big, was on the stairs, and I was climbing up the stairs. It freaked the hell out of me. So ever since then, I've been kind of freaked out from big insects because this was like a bird.
are the lambs still crying for you?
Yes, they are. But anyway, I love moths. I think they're beautiful little creatures. And I always remember mothballs when I think about moth because my grandmother said,
No.
you have to get those mothballs and put them there. Otherwise,
They do eat your sweaters.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had a sweater eaten, but
There was somebody I was friends with who converted a theater to a speakeasy kind of cool bar comedy club thing. And the old theater seats,
oh, moths eat those too?
they, I guess whatever, like cotton, wool, kind of
Oh,
organic
okay.
matter. Major tangent, it doesn't smell like mothballs, guys.
No, it doesn't. No. It's all the big spices in it when it blasts. But you know what happens? This fragrance gets better and better as it's developing on you, and better even yet. And it becomes a very beautiful, sweet, honeyed floral fragrance.
Honey.
Powdery.
Honeyed, powdery, floral. Yeah, what's great, you're absolutely right. It opens and it's unlike anything. I can't really point to anything else that it smells like in the opening, but it really opens almost. I mean, if you were going to be poetic about it, like wings unfolding, but it's a slow kind of unfolding, and it ends in this lovely honeyed, powdery floral. Like you
Well,
just said.
it's almost like the best things come to you when you wait, or whatever that expression is. It's like you have to wait for this to become this most gorgeous, beautiful, honeyed, powdery, floral fragrance. And it's the fact that those spices are like, it's almost like it's dark spices, and the pepper is what's making it even heavier and darker at the top. Don't you think?
Yeah, and we've talked about the packaging before. We've talked about the look and feel of it. This is a good, if you had like an adventurous kind of fragrant friend, and this would be a good sort of adventurous, bold fragrance. Probably if you were just starting in fragrance, this might be unexpected.
True. I'm also visualizing when I was growing up in the late high school, early college years, goth girls. This is like a perfect fit for them, for the girls that were listening to The Cure and Susie and the Banshees, and
I could see that too.
and this is kind of like the perfect
I could
fragrance for them.
I could also see this being for the woman who loves vintage, like brooches, and I love these things as well. But like will wear pearls unironically, and like lipstick. It's the dry down is that kind of floral.
But don't you think it's a black lipstick or a very
But
dark maroon?
It could be a black lipstick, and it would work. But it could be a very classic, almost retro kind of look as well.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about the drawing, the animal, the actual picture of the moth? I think it's really cute.
I think it's really cute. It's almost like a bunny. A Victorian moth bunny.
So I'm going back to talking about a couple of the fragrances we reviewed: Camel
Yep.
and Elephant.
Yep.
I think out of the three, this is the most beast mode. It's
Yeah.
really intense. This is
Definitely.
like one of the most intense fragrances
I'll back that up.
from Zoologist.
It's yeah. He's right.
And again, it's contrast because moths are little tiny little creatures, but this is like a beast.
This is the moth that he saw in his stairs.
It is. I wish I had a photo of that moth. Oh
I'm
my
really
god.
glad you don't. There's no need for that. Thank you.
Maybe I'll find one on Google and put it in. No, I'm
That-
just kidding. Well, guys, what do you think about this new release Moth from Zoologist Perfumes? Have you sampled it yet? Are you curious to try it? What is your favorite Zoologist Perfumes fragrance?
We've asked them that. I think they should tell us what their favorite insect is.
If you want to participate in our giveaway for Zoologist Perfumes Moth, an 11 ml bottle of Moth worldwide, let us know what your favorite insect is. Also, let us know which future insect you would like to see in Zoologist Perfumes. And please put down your country as well so we can qualify you. And also make sure you're subscribed. There's a subscribe button below. Click that link and click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. Other than that, I think that's it. We've pretty much covered Zoologist Perfumes Moth. Please like this video, please share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Bye.